the princess of Arizona.
Number 10. The Drew Barrymore Show. Shortly after the actress joined the realm of daytime television, SNL graced us with this hilarious parody.
I am just like you, a boho free spirit, mommy, mother, movie star since I was 6.
It's the Drew Barrymore Show.
It mirrors both the show's chaotic setup and the positive, free-spirited mannerisms of its host. Not only does Chloe Fineman play Drew phenomenally, but she also captures all of her celebrity guests perfectly too.
I marvel at you.
I love you more than Oprah.
I love you.
I love you so much. I want to come into your room and murder you with a butter spoon.
They even joke about Barrymore's awkward interview with ex-husband Tom Green and throw in a dig at another daytime talk show that was in the headlines at the time.
After seeing what went down with Ellen, we took a hard turn in the other direction.
Who wouldn't want to be VFFs with Fineman's Barrymore? No one seemed to enjoy this sketch more than the real Drew Barrymore, though. Number 9. Regis Philbin auditions. After Regis Philbin announced his retirement from live, SNL thought they'd pitch in by suggesting some replacement options.
Fortunately, we have a lot of great options for new co-hosts, so we're gonna have you sit with them and see if there's any chemistry.
All right, let's do it. Let's go.
All right.
This sketch sees Kelly Ripa, played by Nasim Pedrad, audition a bunch of celebrities, including Charles Barkley, Zooey Deschanel, Ashton Kutcher, Denzel Washington, Antonio Banderas, and many more.
Garrison, I love your radio show.
Oh, yes, my show. Brought to you by Miss Henderson's Eyebrow Tonic. Keeping your eyebrows bushy and full. Because why should owls have all the fun?
Each of these impressions is hilarious, and we can totally imagine the unique quirks these celebrities would bring to the show. But no one could possibly live up to the iconic duo that was Regis and Kelly. So instead, Ripa settles on previous live host Kathy Lee Gifford, brilliantly portrayed by Kristen Wiig.
I'm back.
No, I'm not.
After all, it's what America wants, right? Number 8. Women of SNL Real Housewives opening. In a parody of those Real Housewives reunion specials, Andy Cohen catches up with the women of SNL to see what they've been up to since leaving the show.
And you invented your own signature cocktail, right?
Yes, I invented my own signature cocktail. It's vodka, a little bit of shaved ginger, and then a different kind of vodka. It's called the Molly, and it's not just a drink, it's a lifestyle.
The sketch mocks the tropes you often see in these episodes, including the heightened dramas, shameless self-promotion, and general non-relatability of these women.
Can I just say something though, Andy? Listen, you know what? Whatever we did to you guys, it was so not intentional.
You hit us with your limo.
On a closed course. Your limo ran over my weave.
From Tina Fey's auto-tuned, lip-synced performance to Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig's fight, and Rachel Dratch's cries of,
We are family. We are family.
every moment of this sketch is hilarious. While we certainly get Real Housewives vibes, this sketch is really just a reminder of how incredibly talented and funny the women of SNL are.
To be funny, don't you have to be a little bit crazy?
Number 7. Bad Girl Talk Show. In this Dr. Phil parody, we meet out-of-control teenager Ray Ray, who's been brought on the show by her concerned father. As soon as she comes out on stage, she is defensive and insists that no one there knows her.
Don't nobody in this audience know who I am or what I'm about. Y'all are just mad because your booty smell like burnt bacon. You don't know me.
However, during the Q&A segment, each audience member easily sees the Michelle underneath her Beyoncé.
Because you know what it's like to fall and get stepped on over by your friends. Damn, bitch. You just read me.
Host Tracy then invites the unqualified Dr. Jill. See what they did there? Played by host Emma Thompson, we soon learn that she actually has ulterior motives for appearing on the show.
My point is you still need to pay for the damages to my car, and since we're here with your father, I thought maybe...
Who, me? No, I don't know her.
Hilariously, this sketch takes a jab at both the stereotypes and criticisms that talk shows like this often attract. Number 6. Today. When SNL first started parodying these Today Show hosts, the ladies wore it as a badge of honor. Kristen Wiig played Kathy Lee as brassy, rude, obnoxious, and kind of a boozer.
I sleepwalk every day, except I don't call it sleepwalking, I call it white wine walking.
Mama loves the grape!
Hoda, initially played by Michaela Watkins, and later by Jenny Slate and Asim Pedrad, was often the target of Gifford's offensive behavior. Wiig focused on Kathy Lee's loud personality and pushed it to its most comical extremes.
Ambush makeover. I hate this segment. It was my idea. I thought it might be a way to bring some kind of structure to the show, since it normally feels like one long blooper reel.
Many thought the impressions and on-screen rapport really captured the tone of the show quite well. But it turns out there was at least one person who didn't think this imitation was the sincerest form of flattery after all.
Now, do you think she can sing? No, I think I'm going to sue her for ruining my song.
Number 5. Morning Joe. As co-hosts Mika Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough, Kate McKinnon and Alex Moffat sidestep any subtext by blatantly ramping up the sexual tension. When Joe isn't interrupting their guests or Mika isn't sipping on her juice, the pair often makes their interviewees uncomfortable by engaging in plenty of PDA.
Partisan politics, partisan politics. That's our safe word.
Later, when the co-hosts got married in a super secret wedding in real life, SNL couldn't resist speculating about the then upcoming big day in another parody.
That's right, gang. She made an honest man out of moi.
Please,
no more living in sin for this guy.
Oh, were we living in sin?
It's a real credit to McKinnon and Moffat that following the first sketch, Morning Joe attracted more than 1 million viewers every day for a month.
I come because I have to.
You come because I tell you to.
Oh my God. Can we not be this self-aggrandizing this early in the morning? You're disgusting.
What started as just a spoof ended up contributing to Morning Joe history. Number 4. Ask Dr. Oz. No, this is definitely an SNL sketch, but we can see why you might think that you're watching the real Dr. Oz. Bill Hader expertly captures the TV doctor's way of speaking, his mannerisms, and his questionable medical advice, which often raises eyebrows.
I'll correct something I said in the last segment about home remedies. I meant to say vinegar and water douche, not vinegar and oil. That would be bad, ladies.
The funniest part, of course, is when Dr. Oz forces a reluctant audience member to share his health issues on television and then act it out with props.
Don't you have, graphics you can use for this? Yes, I do. Okay.
When it comes to giving actual medical advice, though, the doctor doesn't actually use any understandable words.
That was just gibberish. Yeah.
Still, watching Kenny, played by Charlie Day, have to act out his backside issues is simply hilarious. Number 3. Oprah's Favorite Things, Birthday Edition. If you ever watched Oprah, then this is probably a scene you recognize only too well.
Get ready for Oprah's Favorite Things Birthday Edition!
Though Maya Rudolph does a pretty good Oprah impression, what makes the sketch so funny is the increasingly over-the-top reaction of her audience throughout her birthday giveaway. It's not long before we see audience members fainting, losing limbs, going into labor, or literally having their heads explode.
A DVD handycam valued at over $900!
Tina Fey in particular seems rather excited to be taking home a pair of UGG boots. These ladies start at a 10, and their reactions only continue to grow until it results in some pretty colossal repercussions.
It's what you've all been living for. Oprah's Favorite Things, Birthday Edition. I'm turning 50, y'all.
Number 2, The Ellen DeGeneres Show. Kate McKinnon is the queen of impressions, and has several Emmy Awards to prove it. However, one of our favorites has to be her Ellen DeGeneres.
Well, it's been a big week in politics, so I'm going to talk about eating some popcorn yesterday.
Her look is on point, but also she flawlessly captures Ellen's voice, mannerisms, and even comedic style.
I feel like every time I see you, you're wearing something new and crazy.
No, not every time.
Oh, are you sure? Because it kind of feels like every time.
The sketch parodies some of the more recognizable elements of the daytime talk show, such as her dancing, love of pranks, and adoration of animals. Not to mention turning British kids into viral sensations.
Oh, aren't they okay, great. Oh boy. This place is half talk show, half weird daycare. I love it.
In fact, Kate's impression is so amazing that even standing beside the real Ellen DeGeneres, we can't take our eyes off of her for a moment. Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Talk. While it shares a mismatched group of hosts, don't forget that it's not The View.
Well, you should consider calling your show The Trick. Because you trick people, and in one case, ruin their birthday.
NPR's Delicious Dish. Alec Baldwin's sweaty balls turned this recurring sketch into an SNL classic.
They're made from a secret sweaty family recipe. No one can resist my sweaty balls.
Hot Ones with Beyonce. This is the next best thing to seeing the actual Beyonce on the real Hot Ones.
I still can't tell if this is beneath me. But my sister Solange loves this show, so I said I'd do it.
Number 1, The View. SNL has been parodying The View for years. They perfectly capture the atmosphere of the show, from its unlikely group of co-hosts to the fiery dynamics of their discussions.
Elizabeth, this cat was out there saying that he wanted our president to fail.
People want people to fail all the time. Every week, I get emails from people who want me to fail. I printed them out, and this is just from people within our office.
In 2019, the women of The View actually responded to a sketch that poked fun at them, including a heated moment between Joy Behar, played by Kate McKinnon, Princess of Arizona Meghan McCain, played by Adie Bryant, with Leslie Jones's Whoopi Goldberg hilariously diffusing the tension.
Okay.
We're not going to do this. This is The View. We are 5 best friends with nothing in common.
Okay. Even the hosts themselves had to admit the SNL versions of themselves were pretty awesome.
I never thought I would enjoy being mocked so much.
Can I say one thing? I worked at SNL. I was an intern at SNL in college. I used to get Lorne Michaels popcorn and beer. It is a pop culture honor.
After all, once you've been parodied on the show, you know you've made it in popular culture. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.